What is going on, everybody? We are so back. Madden 27 is here. This is EA Play Early Access. It has been a minute, whether you're on Twitch or TFG Plays YouTube. We haven't really had room between moving cross country twice in the last year, having a baby, which is still going to be a time holdup for us. We're working through that. Buying a house. It's been a lot. I've had to put a pause on Madden content. The plan is to be back this year. For now, we're going to do this live rebuild style where we're here on Twitch with the chat. I love this style. The goal, too, is once we get a little further in the season to maybe do the old style, too, where I'm recording offline, editing it together. Both formats are great. So I'm just excited. If you are watching this on YouTube, please hit that like button. Lots of rebuilds out there. So the more likes, the more views, the more motivated I am to do more rebuilds. So that's how that works. Twitch, good to see you guys as well. So let's have some fun. Today we are doing a Steelers rebuild. I thought this team would be fun. I put it out in a poll, and I guess I didn't confirm that the Steelers officially won the poll. I should probably check that, but I know they were winning this morning. Let's see here. Steelers got 37%. I thought this would be a fun team to rebuild because, they have like the first year is interesting. And sorry, we got the Giants up there. Everybody's probably thinking I'm rebuilding the Giants. But they have a chance in year one. And for the first rebuild, jumping into Madden, it'll give us a chance to actually get some hands on some gameplay, see what we can do. And then, boy, this is going to get interesting after the first season as well. It's not your typical rebuild, too, where it's like, yeah, we suck and we get a high pick. That's ideally not going to be the situation. It puts us in a harder spot to kind of navigate after that first season if things can go well for us, if we're so lucky. So I'm excited for this one. Let's go ahead and get started with this thing. Thank you guys for all the subs coming in and all that. Please do give me some feedback in the chat. If the chat box is working. It's just a little hard to see there, but please do give me feedback, like audio levels and that kind of stuff. If anything's off, we'll work through that, especially as we jump into the gameplay. I know the stadium music can be a little crazy at times, but let's get started here. We are going to use Mike
McCarthy. The menu on your left
here
lets you adjust your league settings and where you start your franchise.
Like that's already
in the
pretty
preseason,
loud.
the regular season, or with a fantasy draft.
Should we just do fantasy draft out the gate? Have some fun. All right, I'm gonna lower that actually to this. I'm gonna lower it down. So yeah, we'll start in the preseason. This is, a first rebuild here. We'll be using the Madden ratings, which we'll get to make fun of them throughout this first season, how bad they are. Once we get to our next rebuild, my roster will be up there, and we'll get going with that. But let's jump in here. It's good to be back, man. I missed you guys in the chat. Sorry for not giving any special shout outs or anything, but seeing a lot of our classics here, Lunar, J Master, Moon God, Dylan Huff. Love you guys. All right, so there's a lot of new stuff in franchise this year that part of this rebuild is going to be me kind of learning how a lot of this stuff works. So pardon me for the rookie learning curve, if you will. Obviously, like a very new look menu here with the weekly hub. We've got no trades being requested or anything like that quite yet. We got game day, which is cool. I like, we'll try to keep an eye on that weekly hub. I like the how this will impact franchise stuff like this, where we can get some of those more narratives. I don't know that we necessarily get it here this first week, but let's take a look at the Steelers roster here and what ratings we're working with. Aaron Rodgers, 79 overall normal dev. Drew Aller, normal dev at 68 overall. So we can see at least a little bit of information on this screen, but not... Okay, yeah, it does have all their ratings and stuff. Everything's a little bit different, which I don't mind. Also keeping an eye on my Twins in the corner of my eye. A big game on national television tonight. They just scored a run and forced a pitching change. So let's see if they can pull this one out. Anyway, yeah, so there's a chance that year 2 we're talking about a Drew Aller, Will Howard quarterback competition, depending how the draft plays out and all that kind of stuff. And I'm just going to use the auto-generated draft. There's not going to be any draft classes. The game just came out like today. So we're just going to use like all fictional rookies and stuff for this class. Interesting. Rico Dowdle has superstar dev. I hate
the player
that.
card
I'm gonna make
provides
some
a complete
tweaks,
view of your
even
players.
if it makes some things
This
harder on myself.
Persona DNA makes every player a unique individual and also allows them
Rico
to
Dowdle should not
evaluate
have
their
superstar
individual
depth. He had
situation.
like 6 good weeks last year.
Players can now hold out, demand trades,
so
or
let's-
want a contract extension.
let's nerf that a
all
little
driven
bit
by
there.
Persona DNA.
What else do we have? Jalen Warren's an 83. I like that. Caleb Johnson, still 74 rated, star dev. Could be something to work with there. New coaching staff, give him a little bit more of a chance. Eli Heidenreich, let's see what his ratings look like because he's a fun player. So where... I guess I'm just getting used to like this menu usually would have like these traits quicker available, so you have to scroll over a little bit more to see them. But yeah, really good athletic traits for Heidenreich, which is not a surprise. 49 awareness. 80 juke move, though, so he's kind of fun. I like Jeremy Bernard's got hidden dev. We got Pittman, Metcalf. Good wide receiver core. That's one of the strengths of the team. Oh, all right. Well, if we're going to take away superstar from Rico Dowdle, we got to give star dev to Darnell Washington. This dude, this is my guy right here. I am stoked to have Darnell in this franchise. We're going to have some fun getting him involved with heavy personnel and stuff. There's a lot of menu stuff to learn this year. I like it, but it's a little intimidating at first, not going to lie. All right. Again, why does Troy Fatano have normal dev? That's pretty wild. I guess they're just saying he's not going to advance, like his maybe a little more limited, like he's not going to advance too far beyond this point, I guess. Maxi Hanachor is a 75. God, these ratings are so bad. Maxi Hanachor was like a super raw prospect. I like that he's got hidden dev, but the fact that he's already better than Troy Fatanu. I mean, Troy Fatanu needs to have at least star dev. He's nice. He's a good building block. That's stupid. So let's fix that. All right. I'm okay leaving McCormick at 77 as a normal dev. We'll keep that. Frazier, really nice piece. This offensive line's nice, and with Dunker
Some
having
players'
hidden
development
dev
traits are
at a
hidden.
72 rating, I think we make him our right guard and just start him because he's already better than what we got at right guard. Over Brock Hoffman, Spencer Anderson. I know there's a camp battle right now, but oh, they just hit Royce Lewis in a clutch situation? Get off my boy. He's the only guy that can hit on my Twins right now. Bases, okay, I'm sorry to bring in baseball here. Bases loaded, down by 1, top of the 8th inning. Let's go. Right tackle is... I feel like I'm forgetting. Oh, Dylan Cook is like really lowly rated. So Dylan Cook should probably have a better rating than Maxi Hanachor in year 1. I mean, depending how much time we want to spend on this, I could nerfy Hanachor and start Dylan Cook, but first round picky Hanachor, I don't think it's crazy that he would just start at right tackle. So we're going to flip him over to the right side. Jack Driscoll was a my guy back in the day, Jack Barr. The fact that he's still in the league, he hasn't completely sucked when he's played. I'll take a half a dub on that. Yeah, Dylan Cook isn't horrible for what he is. Undrafted pickup last year that started down the stretch. God, this is just so stupid. TJ Watt should not be this good anymore. We're gonna.
This
nerf
player
TJ
has
Watt
a
just to
zone
make this
ability.
a little bit more.
This is a powerful.
Like Steelers fans are gonna hate this. Steelers fans that clicked on this video, like, what are we doing? I'm telling you, this is realistic, man. Like, TJ Watt, we'll keep the superstar X factor because he's got, you know, some of that clutch ability. But like, if we're making this realistic, he's on this fresh contract. Oh, let's go! My Twins just tied it up and took the lead. Let's go. Let's go. All right. But yeah, I'm sorry to do this to you, Steelers fans, but like, if we're making this realistic, he should be more of a challenging building block for us in this series. He's regressing hard. The athleticism isn't playing as well for him anymore. He's still a really good player. I'm not going to take this too crazy, but like 86 power moves, he doesn't really have a whole lot of power in there. So I'm going to take him down. I think I'll just lower like some of the awareness, and I know that's like his strength, but I don't want his moveset to be like useless. The funny thing is his athleticism looks about right to me. Where they got it here. Like, he's still a super highly rated guy, even though they've taken away some of his elite athletic skills. So we didn't crush TJ Watt, guys. He's still going to be an impact for us. I think he's a 90 run stopper, which makes sense. He's still great against the run. But you can see like those pass rush ability a little bit less. So I think that's a warranted nerf. I don't think Sawyer should really have star dev personally, but we'll keep it. We have 3 superstar pass rushers. That's pretty crazy. And Hayward has X factor. Benton should have star dev. Like, God, this is why we don't like using Madden's roster. We're working through it though, guys. We're working through it. We got some building blocks here with Derek Harmon, Keanu Benton for the future. We're probably talking about one more year of Cam Hayward in this big go for it year. What are we doing? What are we doing? Patrick Queen is an 80 star dev. This is so bad. This is so bad. Patrick Queen, if we're being realistic, strength should come down. The awareness needs to 87 awareness for Patrick Queen. Who are we kidding here? Super athletic, that's true. Play recognition should be dismal. Tackling's okay. Hit power's good. Block shedding 73 is probably about right. Pursuits 87. They at least got it right that he has no idea what he's looking at in zone coverage. 63 zone. But yeah, 71 overall. That is... Oh, and we should probably take the star dev away. We're just making this realistic on our guys here, guy. You know. I'm not going to do this for every team. But I think it's fun. Almost through the roster look here. Where's... Okay, they got him at Will. Yeah, Patrick Wilson. Or sorry, Peyton Wilson. He's a very fun Madden corner. We got a sweet cornerback room here. Dalen Everett, we'll just leave it. Hidden dev for him. Maybe Dalen Everett's a hit in real life. You never know. But... yeah, we got a really sweet cornerback room. I'm going to put, I think I'm going to put Jalen Ramsey. I guess we'll leave him at safety, but we'll start him as our nickel corner. The one thing that did stand out to me there is they still have Jalen Ramsey with 93 speed. That ain't right. I still like Jalen Ramsey, but we should at least nerf that. The agility, change of direction should come down a little bit. But we'll keep him at safety. He shouldn't be at free safety, though. 1 second. Quick pause. Anna might need some help with the baby here. 1 second. We're back. We're back. I was hoarding the tablet to keep an eye on the baby. Up to 100 viewers here. That's sweet. It's good to be back. So, yeah, Jalen Ramsey should be the strong safety. He's going to be, if we play base defense, he'll be a safety, but he will be in nickel, our starting nickel corner in that star defender role. And then we will just switch to Sean Elliott to be the free safety here. And that will conclude our preview of this roster. So we're hoping to compete, make things interesting in year one. It's going to be harder after we just nerfed some players on our team, but the goal here is get Rodgers another ring. And then we'll just have to figure out what the hell is going on after that, because we got old players, but we got some fun pieces to build around as well. I really like how the offensive line could develop, especially. And the quarterback situation will be fun. Do we get a year of Drew Aller in year 2? Or maybe it's Will Howard. Maybe the Ohio State fans show up. Who knows? So I'm not going to play the preseason games, but I do want to see, like, if there's anything I'm missing that we normally would do at this stage. I think we're probably okay to advance. I'm just going to keep default sliders for this first season. We're on all Madden. So I think we are okay to advance. Or I guess we'd have training camp would be the thing. It's been a minute. Can't forget training camp. Where is it, though? That's the question. Did I sim training camp by starting in week 1? That might have happened. Because I don't see... Usually it's in this week. Ah, there it is. Like I said, rookie learning curve. We're getting used to all the new menus. So we are going to do some training camp stuff. Going to try to keep it relatively quick. I don't need to do... Well, I guess we should do... We can get up to 2 skill points for Drew Aller if we can get the bucket drop. I don't know what my my precision pass settings... I might need to tweak. Hopefully I can tweak it from within here. Otherwise this could be painful. Because I think I know what I like. Doesn't look like I can change it, but let's see how this goes. Okay, I think we can do this. It might take a couple sessions, but... Yeah, we're gonna be just fine. Drew Aller. Let's start him. He's looking good. Well, that's going to be a bullseye. Okay, I didn't even hit it. There we go. Oh, wrong button. Sorry. I'm not going to do every training camp drill. Okay, that was just a warm-up. That last one got us a ton, so we can definitely gold this. We just need 20,000. The time, how quickly you do this. Let's just restart because we missed the first throw. How quickly you do this really can help. Oh, that was a miss. That's all right. Stay focused. Good grief. I thought this was gonna look a lot worse than how we're doing so far. So I'm not beating myself up too bad about this. Hit it. Let's go. We're gonna gold this. I didn't even touch like the what do you call it? How fast the target moves or anything, like the slider settings, the sensitivity. I didn't even touch it, and that felt pretty good. So I think I'll just leave it where it's at right now. But that's great to get those. And I guess we might as well do pocket presents for Will Howard. Let's not just abort Will Howard either, I guess. I know Will Howard's got his defenders out there. The Buckeyes fans want their voices heard. Very ironic that we're doing a pocket presents drill for Will Howard when that was probably the most hideous part of his college tape. Oh, missed it. I don't know if we're doing good or bad on this. I think we only need silver to get that skill point. Oh, you can't touch us. I also could have considered doing this with Aaron Rodgers to get 2 skill points because it's the only way he's going to get skill points in this franchise. So that hopefully wasn't a mistake, but old man Rodgers is just going to have his 79 overall old ass. He's just going to have to make do. Oh, yeah, we cooked. We do have someone redeemed channel points for a flaming hot take. So on our Discord, we actually had some flaming hot takes that we were putting around. I think, honestly, I think the only other one I'm going to do here is going to be wide receiver battle with Jeremy Bernard. I think is going to be the other one I'm going to do here. But let's see, which hot take do I want to go with here?
Look 58! Look 58!
Oh, look. Oh, get cooked, dude. Do chase and tackle with, oh, come on, throw a touch pass there. Let's just restart. Okay, I'll do chase and tackle with Peyton. What was I talking about? Genuinely lost my train of thought. We've all been there, right? Oh, it's gonna be close. Nope. Clamps. Oh, hot takes. Yes. I'm gonna go with my Giants hot take. Dude, that's a horrible pass. If Rodgers is throwing the ball like this, we are screwed. My Giants hot take is... Yeah, we just gotta go back to those throws. They pick in the top 5. And John Harbaugh gets fired after the first year. Basically, the John Harbaugh hire is a Frank Reich. Oh my God, dude, we are getting clamped right now. I mean, Jamel Dean is nice, to be fair. I got a question that wondering if I did. Oh my God, why can I not do this? It already feels like last year's Madden, where the cut controls just don't really do much, from like telling the guy which route to run. You're supposed to do left stick and cut, and it just doesn't really. Okay, we'll take that. This is going to be hard to gold. If I can just get... Yeah, that was good advice from Echo in the chat. Said you're cutting too much. Oh, they didn't give me the touchdown there. All right, we got. I think we need a touchdown to give us a chance. We need the 400 to give us a chance here. Oh God, get out of my way! Well, we got silver. That should get us a skill point. Don't need to waste everybody's time here. Watching me stink it up. I never declared what my play time parameters are going to be. I think for this first year, I'll probably just go through and do play the moments for every game. I think that'll be fine. Unless the season gets away from us, but I think that'll flow just fine. Let's do chase and tackle here on Peyton Wilson. So Cards asking how I have the game right now. Just through EA Play, you can get the trial. And I think if you bought the MVP Plus package back when it was still available, you can get it. But I can't do any more than... Not that I would... Okay, this is... Close your eyes. Getting used to the new player movement. Gosh, all right. We'll get there. It's a good practice, though. I'd rather get this now. This is legit training camp. I'd rather get this now than hopping in and missing a bunch of tackles. The player movement does feel pretty good. Better than last year, just in what I've experimented with so far. You don't have that, Last year, it felt like you guys' feet were never, ready to cut, basically. God, this is bad. This drill can be frustrating at times. Let's see if we can make it back here. You can rack up points in a hurry here. Jesus. Yeah, stop hit sticking. Yeah, that's a good call. This is why I need you guys. All right. Oh my gosh, just grab them. We're going to be able to run them down, though. That 92 speed's insane. Now we're at the goal line. Let's just shoot a gap. I ran it basically to the other. Okay, I'm going to restart one more time. We got this. Yeah, we're golden. We're golden. We're back. Yeah, so on that Giants take, I'm not even anti-Jackson Dart. I'm not. The staff that they put together is full of red flags. Dude. It sounds like the start of a joke. Greg Roman, Matt Nagy, and Brian Callahan walked into a bar. Oh, I went for the hit stick. Why did I do that? I had the ×9 multiplier. And I was like, we can get gold right here. But to be fair, we are basically at gold. So we'll be okay. Oh, he ran into the bag just as I did. Get him to the ground. He's anticipating a cutback there. All right, we got to lock in. We only need almost 2,000 points. Can he do it? All right, we did it. 3 seconds remaining. Going for the hit stick now. Boom. Let's go. Oh, and one. Shooting the gap. Oh, let's go. What a way to... All right. End training camp. We got a redeemed thoughts on from Twitch channel points. What will Jalen Warren and Rico Dowdle usage splits be this year? Great question. I think their rushing splits will be almost 50-50. But I think Jalen Warren will get almost all of the third down work. Rico might even be 55-45, but I feel pretty good saying Jalen Warren's touches will exceed Rico Dowdle's touches. All right, so we can advance. I guess Aaron Rodgers is playing preseason, probably because they're playing the Packers. First preseason game in 15 years. Hoping, knock on wood, we can avoid injuries here. We're definitely going to have to look at like our coaching trees and stuff. I didn't do any franchise content with the coaching trees last year, so that's kind of like fun to get back and have that feature now. Excited to see what they did with it this year because I liked it, but there was definitely some overpowered stuff with it. But we do have some upgrades. So Drew Aller has 3. Aller or Aller? Aller, right? Like he's at the altar. Let's try like 1 field general. He already is going to have a really good arm. So this screen is much quicker. I don't hate that. But it is sometimes nice. So you can come into the player menu. But you can't really see like his stats. Excuse me. Can't really see his stats. So like, oh, they're right there under goals. So again, just trying to figure out all these new menus. Not complaining, just trying to figure it all out. I mean, Aller's already up to a 70. 71 now. I mean, 90 throw power? Where's the soundbite? Oh, my sound bites aren't connected. You're gonna do the EA Sports. Go F yourself. Okay, we did some good nerfing on our guys. Drew Aller at 90 throw power is WTF bad. This is like the whole point of Drew Aller. He should have like 90. Honestly, 96. Like, this is his thing. Now, what I'll do to compensate for that is his agility and acceleration are ass. So we'll compensate for it there for a little bit. Now, we should also get him back to a 71 overall, which was where he was before we cranked up the throw power. Like, how is his awareness this high? And that was pretty easy to do. All right, now we have a realistic Drew Aller. How hard was that, EA? Jesus Christ, these ratings, man. I don't know how anybody plays with this roster. We need a YouTuber out there that makes more realistic ratings. So, Will Howard, what do they got his throw power at? 86. I mean, his was a little more iffy, but that's still like pretty rough. Okay, Peyton Wilson, let's work on the run defense for him. I'm not worried about the coverage with his athleticism. We got 3 block shedding off of that one. Nice 5 block shedding boost. I like that. Okay, Nick Herbig. The rating's probably a little low, but he does have superstar, so he'll go up. Jeremy. Honestly, I think I'm going to go physical. I know, like, Playmaker was just cranked in last year's Madden. Let's see how it looks. It looks like it's going to be pretty good again. Because, like, Playmaker should not give you catching. I mean, it certainly shouldn't give you, like, spectacular catch, like, deep route running, release. Like, why is Playmaker even. Like, you get release every time. So it looks like Playmaker is still going to be absolutely cranked. I think we can probably auto the rest of these. Let's do Will Howard's other upgrade here. And I think I will just boost Will Howard's throw power a little bit. Just because I want him. I want that narrative that him and Aller are competing for 2027. Now, I don't think Howard's arm is all that close to Aller. Another thing that's stupid here, trucking. Like, Will Howard has some power running style, so we're gonna give him some actual, like, ball carrier ability here. That was part of his selling point. Strength even. 81 speed I'm okay with, but we're gonna go throw power up to 89, and I'm gonna leave him at that 68 rating and just kind of have that with those two guys coming through the year. All right, we got our players upgraded. Contracts. Normally you wouldn't start negotiating with players until the season starts. So I don't think that's what this is asking me to do. I think this is just allowing you to look at contracts. Coach Central. So these are like your scenarios. Ihanichor has a little scenario here. Is this going to take us into a drill? Oh.
Green 18.
Okay. I forgot to look at our weekly training as well. Assuming it's still there. But I guess this is just like a little scenario that lets you get a bonus. Little camp activity, or practice activity, rather. It's cool. I like that Ihanichor wants to put in the work. Better protect Aaron from these balloons. I didn't get the bonuses, did I? Or is this is the sudden death one where you're just trying to keep it for as long as possible? I'm used to the one where you gotta grab the bonuses. I gotta adjust my strategy here. No! Alright, we'll take silver. All right, let's keep going. Also, my Twins trying to blow it right now. Oh, they just picked someone off at first base. That's clutch. You don't see that very often.
We have a deal. One of the top receivers has agreed to terms on a contract extension that will likely keep him and his quarterback very happy.
That's cool. I like that as a feature. I don't know how well you guys could hear it because I turned the sound down, but I like that it kind of keeps you in the know for stuff that's going on. You got breaking news. It brings in these pop-ups. Like that's game audio is super loud, so you definitely heard it. Thank you, Lisa B. I will lower it even further. Also, I saw your text. I'm getting that Steam code so you can get your Roller Coaster Tycoon game going. For those wondering what's taking me so long, I don't actually know what email my Steam's on. There we go. Found it. I'll let you guys look at the screen for just a second while I text this code. Anna's had enough Sims. Anna's a big fan of The Sims and getting Roller Coaster Tycoon. Or, I don't know if it's Roller Coaster Tycoon, but it's a new roller coaster game that sounds sweet. Anyway, we can probably get going through this preseason here so we can get on with the action. They do want us to get our scouts prepared just like in previous iterations of the game. This hasn't changed, it seems. But let's take a second and think about this. So for our national scout, I mean, how deep is quarterback this year? Oh, there's a lot of quarterbacks. We probably don't need our national scout to be for QBs, especially because most of these QBs seem like they're on the West. So we can probably make our West scout quarterbacks, and try to remember this for me because it can be hard to remember what all we wanted. So I think we should get I'm just gonna fire all these guys because I usually end up doing that anyway. But I want a 2-star quarterback specialist to be our West scout. So Shelly is good at Mike as well. Or we could scout some wide receivers. I think Mike makes sense because we're going to need some linebacker help. So we're going to hire Shelly Cannon. We're a diverse scouting tree. And she's going to handle the West. So hopefully we can get a good look at the QBs. And then for national, I feel like think I fired our defensive backs specialist, was our 3-star national scout. I think that actually makes sense to get a good look at the secondary is going to be one of our bigger needs. We're kind of old in the secondary. I think Daniel Stokes was who we had, so we're going to hire Daniel Stokes, and then we'll just go from this menu. Let's get another quarterback specialist, so Mason Sheets. Holy Sheets! And then, yeah, like a running back O-line combo would probably be good. Does that exist? Or running back wide receiver? There is a running back. That's a 3-star. There's a 1-star running back interior offensive line. Would be good. And then maybe a running back or wide receiver safety. Might make sense. Anyway, we got our scouts. Let's distribute them. Oh, I thought... What happened to... Can we not hire him because... Maybe I just didn't click it right. Anyway, we got him. So you're going to be our national scout. Also, my Twins won that game. Let's go. We're going to go... I saw some quarterbacks in the South in, like, Texas. So let's go Central there. And then let's try and figure out where the running backs and wide receivers are. There's just so many menus with this. Like, they should streamline this a little better. So you have to click through all this stuff to figure this out. So just kind of eyeing it. We got a lot of central and east, like southeast probably for wide receiver would probably be good. Although you got like Drake, Indiana, Maryland, Iowa, Notre Dame. North might not be bad. What about running back was the other one? So you got Buffalo, Georgia, Ohio State, Notre Dame, Oklahoma, Texas A&M, North Carolina, Memphis. Rice is like Texas, Kent State. It's hard to say. We're really not going to get much of a benefit if we do north or east at running back. What about safety? Got Clemson. Jeez, like no safeties there. Where are all the safeties? Holy crap. What? Where are all the safeties? There's apparently 5 draftable safeties this year. What the heck? That's broken. All right, let's just pick some of these. It's too hard to come to a conclusion. We're going to go north. I guess it's northeast, southeast. So I saw some options for northeast wide receiver, and we'll go. We're kind of losing out on some value having 3 people whose expertise is safety, but I don't care enough at this point. I don't think it makes that big of a difference. I don't really feel like going through and firing scouts again. We got some green. We did okay. We got green scouting icons for some positions, so we're doing some things right. Yeah, 7 first-round quarterbacks and 5 draftable safeties. Crazy. But there's our scouting focus. I'm gonna delegate the draft class. Let's see what safeties what upgrades we got. Oh, we got some good ones. So we got Darnell. He's only a 76 blocking archetype. I'm just gonna go possession. Get those hands up. No blocking upgrades through possession. That's a bummer. Jeremy's got another one. So Jeremy's looking good. I'm a big Jeremy Bernard fan. Maxi Honichor got an upgrade from our camp that we did for him. Dalen Everett. So slot was also pretty juiced in previous games. Let's see if it's still pretty good. No zone from that upgrade, but still pretty good. We'll do Roman Wilson. He could potentially be a piece for the future. He's still young. And then Derek Harmon. Let's get that speed rush ability up. First round pick from 2025. All right. We're getting close. We got cut week coming up.
Welcome to Weekly
We
Strategy.
haven't done this yet.
Use the scouting reports to prepare your opponent.
So this looks all the
Adjust
same
your
from
strategy,
last year.
abilities, and play sheets for
I'm
this
going to
week's
just skip
match.
the weekly loadout.
Set your
until we
practice
get to week
intensity
one,
and
then I'll
focus
more
players
on
for
it.
the week.
But I should set our focus players. Definitely Ihanichor, Everett. And then the question is, should we do Drew Aller? Because we could focus more offensive line, who I like to do for these because they don't always get the love they need. Like we could do like Jennings Dunker. I feel like Jeremy Bernard's already a 77. He's going to be good. I don't mind just saying, hey, we are going to build through the trenches here and really try to juice these guys up and go with Troy Fatanu and try to make that O-line as good as we can get it. I think that's actually where I would prefer to go. And then even once we start to focus on those, wow, the gameplay's still loud, huh? Well, thank you. I will turn it down. It's effectively muted on my end, so I don't know what. So it's like really loud as I click through it here. Just continue to keep an eye on it. But yeah, once we get to the start of the season, I might use the coaching skills to like try to get our O-line XP boosts to be pretty ramped up, and then we could maybe have like a freaking dirty offensive line. But I think we're good to advance. The menus are smooth, I'll say that. Just clicking through stuff does feel a lot better. And it's different. This is a very different layout than what we've had, so I can't hate on that. And I'm actually gonna move my webcam up a little bit, maybe, so you guys can actually read the ticker and get some of those headlines. So, 1 second. Just gonna slide me up a little bit so you can actually read this stuff, and then I'll move the chat up. Maybe I'll move the chat over to the right. Okay, so let's advance. Did we miss cut week? We might have missed cut week. Do they not have cut week? It just goes down to 53? So, well, yeah, we did. So let's see. It kept our young quarterbacks. I like that. We got our running backs. It did cut Heidenreich. Don't like that. We should be okay on the O-line. That's my fault, guys. Like I said, rookie learning curves, new menus. They've been the same for so long. I know what I'm looking for. So let's see what we cut. And make sure there's nobody. We should be able to get back if there's anybody super important. It's not going to tell me. I mean, we should be able to at least get... I didn't write, like... I don't like that we can't sort this. Oh, you can go to table view. Okay. So... Man, did we just lose him? What the hell? Where did he go? He might already be on my practice squad. Yeah.
Oftentimes
right,
we see teams move on from their starting running back after one contract, but not here. One team has agreed to a new deal to keep one of the best backs in the game right where he is.
So that was super loud right there? When they just chimed in there? I don't know why it's so loud. Sorry, guys. I guess I'll just do from here, from the game menu, because I don't know why. Do I have to get out of the franchise to do that? No, here. We'll go master volume. We'll just go down to 40. Now that you guys are all deaf. But yeah, let's see if I can find practice squad. Here we go. All right, so we got Heidenreich. I'm okay with Heidenreich on the practice squad because we got 3 backs. Maybe we could... I don't really want to risk losing him. So I like that when you sign him back from the practice squad, he gets a 2-year deal. I'm okay with the rest of this being the practice squad. No one... Why, yeah, Black, we got a deep D line. Logan Lee, I'm not the biggest fan of. So I'm okay with that, but we do have to make room for one person here. The other thing I should do is switch Nowakowski to fullback, because that's more of what his role is. He's a rookie out of Indiana. I mean, we probably don't need Driscoll and Dylan Cook. Dylan Cook is already 28 years old. I thought he was a year 2 guy. I mean, just to keep it realistic, I'm going to cut, I think, Jack Driscoll we don't need. Because Dylan Cook is, like, in real life, like a guy that they like. I like that it has, you can go from here and negotiate the contract right away. That's cool. Yeah, I think they did okay with cut week. Why does Chris Boswell have normal dev? Hold on. We got one more adjustment to make here. Yeah, I don't hate that idea, Jack Barr, to elevate Jaheim Bell, because he would fill the Jonnu Smith role, where Jonnu Smith is playing at Ohio State this year for Arthur Smith. I like that call out. So we're going to do that. I don't know how well they got him. They got him at 85 speed, 65 overall. He's definitely usable. So we're going to elevate him. And then we also have to make one more cut. I think I saw an edge rusher. I think I saw KJ Henry in there. We don't need him. Yeah, we don't need KJ Henry, so we'll release him. All right, we got our 53. We got to set our depth chart. So I am going to have Will Howard be the backup quarterback, just higher awareness, been in the league for another year. Really keeping that idea of a red shirt season for him. Just got to send another Steam code over to my wife. Twins ended up winning that game, by the way. Big dub. All right, at running back, we can get Heidenreich in there. Curious to see if we get anything out of Caleb Johnson here. Still young. I feel like his ratings do not represent him at all, man. Like, what is this? What is this version of Caleb Johnson that they are envisioning here? Where he's slow but accelerates well. Like, what Caleb Johnson are we watching here? Hold on, I got one more tweak to make because this stuff just drives me crazy when guys are so incorrectly rated. Like, Caleb Johnson's thing is he's a speed train once he gets going, but he's got like some of the worst acceleration. And the thing is, if they're only looking at like his 10-yard split and stuff and his 40-yard dash, like he had a horrible 10-yard split. Like, he should really be like 85 is about bottom of the barrel acceleration for a running back, but he should have like 90 speed at least. And the agility is not that good either. And 90 change of direction, definitely not. I don't get that at all. But I'm gonna go trucking and stiff arm up a little bit. So his rating's gonna come down a little bit, but he's faster. Shay, I will pick my TFGO team after this stream, I promise. I know you guys are waiting for me to put my submission in. It's a good shout out though, with 113 of you guys. While you're watching here on Twitch and on TFG Plays YouTube, I will be streaming the TFGO League this year as well, so you can keep an eye out for that. And application link, if we just type, I think, at TFGO app. Oh, it doesn't let me chat. Someone type ! TFGO app. It'll generate a link. If anybody in the league office can tell us, I don't know if we have spots open right now, but get on that wait list. It's going to be a good year for my online league. And I got to decide what team I want to submit. I haven't given it too much thought, but looking forward to that. Anyway, let's keep things going here. Get back to the depth chart. So, got our fullback in there. Wide receiver looks good. We got Caden Wetjen, the returner extraordinaire. Let's get Jakeem Bell in there as tight end 3. I like that. We got our O-line set up. Oh, Zach Frazier is out for the first 2 weeks of the season. So I think what we're going to do, because it's realistic, is I'm actually just going to straight up move Brock Hoffman to center. He's played it before in Dallas, and he won't get that nerf. That I like that it's there, but it should almost be like MLB The Show, where offensive linemen have like extra positions. So like if you have a Brock Hoffman who's could be a center, you should be able to put him in the center at depth chart without that penalty. I just thought of that. That's pretty good. You're welcome, EA. But that'll help us stomach that injury a little bit. That's a bummer. 2 weeks for one of our best players is not going to be fun. But we got our edge set up. I'm going to try and do some of the stuff I've talked about with TJ Watt getting a little bit more creative, like trying to rush him as more of a move linebacker a little bit more. They do that stuff with Nick Herbig a lot too, but I want to try to put TJ Watt in a position to be successful. We're pretty thin at DT, but we do have like... Yeah, we're actually pretty thin at DT for a 3-4 team. We might consider adding Logan Lee back and cutting someone else. At Mike, let's go. I mean, Peyton Wilson and Patrick Queen should be our starting Mikes because we're a base 3-4 team. And then Sam should be probably Cole Holcomb, who honestly, we could just start Cole Holcomb, and if he gets hurt, which I don't know what they have his injury rating at because it should be horrible. This poor guy just can't stay healthy. Again, one of the most injury-prone players in the entire National Football League. EA's like, he's fine. 85 injury. Who cares? Just because of that, I'm not going to do that because he realistically should not be starting because he just can't hold up. But that's crazy. So I use my roster. He'll be a good player, but he'll have like 12 injury. And you'll still sometimes get through a season with that injury rating. I like that we have Asante Samuel Jr., by the way. That's like, and Brandon Echols. Those are really good. I don't know why Echols only has 91 speed. He's like a 4.3 guy. But we got some good cornerback depth. So yeah, we have for base defense, Ramsey will be the strong safety. We might want to put Brisker as the number 2 free safety, just in case they don't use that right. We'll have to keep an eye on if they're playing that correctly, where Jalen Ramsey's starting in nickel. But let's make sure, yeah, we got Wet Gen doing returns. That's correct. Our gadget starter should not be Rico Dowdle. It should be... Let's do Heidenreich as our gadget. Why not? He's right there ratings-wise. That's fun. I think Jeremy Bernard should also be in that mix, depending, his ratings. He's got 78 broken tackle or break tackle. He's got 83 juke. And they did actually put Jeremy Bernard in the backfield at Alabama, so he's good for that role too. But I think that's fun to just find a way to get Heidenreich some touches maybe. Power halfback. Let's flip. Warren's a good short yardage back, but yeah, we'll go Dowdle. So the slot starter, it's a debate between Pittman and Jeremy. Pittman's more of an X, so we'll keep him down there with Roman Wilson. 93 speed for Roman Wilson's nice. Is Highsmith hurt? Where is Alex Highsmith? He must just be injured. Ooh. Well, it's a good thing we're deep at edge. Alex Highsmith goes down 3 to 5 weeks. That's a bummer. Is he in a contract year? I don't think so. I think he's got 1 more year left. Let's see. Yeah, he's got another year left. Jack Bar says base 3-4 doesn't start two mics. It's Mike and Will. That's good to know. So we do actually want we'll go Holcomb as the backup Mike, and then we will go, Peyton Wilson starting. And we'll go Jamin Davis as the backup Will. Good old Jamin Davis. Can you do 4 weeks IR on Madden now? I honestly don't know. I'm not going to risk it for Alex Highsmith, who's a 3 to a 5 week injury, but we might want to figure that out at some point. But let's set the rest of this depth chart. Rush defensive tackle. I guess that's right. I mean, who do they have better rated? This is funny, too. Keanu Benton should have much better finesse moves than power moves. Derek Harmon, I kind of understand, but, like, that's another bad rating. Keanu Benton, it's not that he doesn't have a bull rush, but his best moments come from finesse wins. Swim, especially. I'm not going to change that, but dumb. Sorry, I still got to finish. I think we're probably... Oh, slot corner and sub linebacker. Nose tackle. This is the thing, right? The Steelers don't really have... I mean, we could go with Gabe Rubio. I've always hated that the Steelers have asked Keanu Benton to play the nose. He doesn't do that well. Honestly, preferably I wouldn't have any of these guys playing the nose. They do at least have Benton rated well enough to play the nose. He's got good strength and block shedding. Hayward should not be the nose tackle. That's not his game. You know what? We're gonna take a look. We're gonna take a look at free agency for the first time here, because this is something I've talked about with the Steelers that I wish they would do, is get more of a true nose and actually play him there. So let's see. DJ Jones got cut. I don't think that's wild. BJ Hill got cut. The Bengals do have a lot of DTs. It wouldn't be absurd for him to get cut. You got John Jenkins would probably be the play there. Dalvin Tomlinson got cut. John Jenkins feels like a good Steelers signing, and it's just a one-year deal. It looks like we can actually negotiate these deals now, which is nice. It's not just the guaranteed one-year deal. Some of these cuts, though, like, so annoying, dude. Kyrus Tonga just signed with the Chiefs. He's not going to get cut. Luckily, that won't be a problem in my roster, because he'll actually be valued enough on their depth chart that some of this stuff won't happen. I think the most realistic player available, if we're trying to keep this as a realistic rebuild and ignore some of the Madden crap, would be John Jenkins, who I know signed somewhere, but not crazy to imagine that he would be left out there. So let's talk to him. He wants a 1-year, $3.5 million deal. Will he take it?
Negotiations are completely driven by a player's persona DNA now. Pay attention to patience and interest as you're negotiating, because when patience runs out, the negotiation session is over.
He wants a little bit more, so let's emphasize immediate playing time, because I do intend to play him as our nose tackle. He's interested. I'm more just experimenting with the system. This signing doesn't really matter. Can I just stick? I'm not going to raise the bonus. He's losing patience, though. He's got 89% interest, right? Like, he should take this. All right, he's at 0% patient. All right, we'll do this. More bonus, less salary. Oh, we can't sign him now. It's going to take some getting used to. Let's wait a week, I guess, and come back to him next week because he should be there. So just remind me to do that. In the meantime, we'll just go with, I guess, Rubio, who they did draft. He is big. Because I really want to get Benton off the nose. Harmon after the injury last year, it's not fair to put that on him. So we're gonna go Gabe Rubio for the first week. You're out there at nose until we can negotiate with John Jenkins, who's playing hardball. But yeah, let's go to Patriots week. This is where the weekly strategy gets made. So we don't really have enough staff XP to level up Mike McCarthy yet, who may or may not be our long-term coach. We're going to see how things go. But I do want to see if we can... I at least want O-line. We do have this. I want to level this up. So let's take... Is there not an easy way to remove all these? Oh, okay, here we go. Let's take all of them off. And then I want quarterback and O-line development. And then let's get a couple of gameplay ones. So let's look at offensive coordinator abilities. So ideally, like run game, like we're going to want to be, that's pretty good. People movers gives us +9 run block power and 9 impact block for all offensive linemen. That's pretty damn good. So that's going to be, we are going to be a up the middle run game. That's the Mike McCarthy way. And then something to help Aaron Rodgers would be nice. I think +9 release definitely would help. Double team run blocks are more successful. Let's just see how that works, because that's also inside zone is going to be a big part of that. So we'll focus on the offensive run game there, and then who are we facing? The Patriots. They have a pretty balanced run game. I don't really love our defensive coordinator abilities quite yet. What do we have for head coach? Dashing dots. I mean, we could just really load up in the inside run game stuff. Let's go for that and just really, really focus on that. Setting the tone. And then for play sheets, I think, yeah, we want the West Coast play sheet is going to be an Aaron Rodgers special. Bacho blitzes sounds good. We probably don't need the 3-4 play sheet. Let's go 2-minute. Probably would be good for an Aaron Rodgers. Yeah, we'll start there. And then coming out of camp as well, I'm going to we're going to rest this week and just try to get everybody healthy, and then we'll set it after that. But we were practicing pretty hard in camp, so. All right. Let's do it. We are going to do play the moments for, I think, every game. Is kind of the plan right now. We'll see how the pacing goes. You guys have to let me know about the game audio. Taking on the Super Bowl champs, week 1. And this is this the... No. I was thinking this might be an international game. I don't think it is. No, it's in Gillette. So the Patriots are major regression candidates. Easiest schedule in about 20 to 25 years. A super healthy team in 2025. They go through the AFC playoffs after Bo Nix breaks his foot on the last play of a game-winning drive. The dream scenario for a team that just got to the AFC Championship is the team that just won. Quarterback breaks their foot, and then they win 10-7 or whatever it was. So let's see if we can start their regression season off right. They do let us play a third down drive. Sometimes play the moments takes the ball out of our hands a little bit too much. But here we are. Big 3rd and 10. It's going to be a tough down and distance for Aaron Rodgers at his age. We're going to go empty. Rodgers likes his empty. And we're going to go strong flood here. Does have Warren in the slot running the out route. I don't love that. Let's flip this. That's much better. Warren running the cross. Bernard running the out route. Keep an eye on that blitz there. They are blitzing. And Bernard works back to the ball. A long developing out route. But good job identifying that blitz and beating it. So we get to go into the red zone now. And this is where I'm going to get that inside run game going. They are really stacking the box. We're just going to check this. I don't know who's giving us that blitz detection. I don't know where that's coming from. I don't know if it's just a QB awareness thing, but... Oh, get there. Oh, vintage Rodgers finds Rico Dowdle on the playmaker. What a start to the season. Okay. Rodgers, discount double check. That was horrible. I'm sorry you had to hear that. Let's go, though. All right. And now we got a 3rd and 4. They're coming out. Pony personnel. We're gonna man this up. We're gonna get our good corners out there. Oh God. Oh, TJ Watt. There's that superstar run defender. It's gonna make this a hard field goal for them. They do make it. Defense needs help down in the red zone. So it does look like they screwed up. Or we had a safety injury. We might have a safety injury because Jalen Ramsey is not in the nickel for us. So we might want to actually take a look at that, because we have better options to move some guys around. Let's see here. No. That's not the issue. We might need to take Jalen Ramsey out of our strong safety spot to get that to work properly. And I could potentially go in and sub him in on formation subs as our base defense guy, but we're gonna go like this, and we're gonna make sure he's our starting slot corner. And you know what? For the time being, Jalen Ramsey getting a few extra plays off in base defense, probably not the worst thing. And it's, you know, we have Brisker and we have Deshaun Elliott. They changed a lot of the pre-snap stuff. We'll have to get used to. Just kind of keeping everything pretty vanilla at the moment.
First and goal at the 5-yard line. There is nothing that beats slamming right through a tackle and getting that first down.
Oh, jeez. That was snapped very quickly. I'm going to call it timeout.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up second and goal at the 4-yard line.
Jack Bar says that formation was just a formation with my nickel in the slot. Oh, good play. Is that Ramsey or no? That's Deshaun Elliott.
No gain on the play. Brings up third and goal.
I don't think so. I think it was just a nickel defense because now it's showing Jalen Ramsey in there. Who's number 3? Is that? Oh, that's why. That's why it's confused. It has Jaquan Brisker as our starting sub linebacker. That's why it's not working. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. So this will fix it. It wasn't putting him at safety. So now it should be good. Figured it out.
Still 3 yards to gain, 3rd and goal.
I'm worried about a quick pass to... Oh, no. That's not a touchdown. He's short.
A gain of 3 yards. Brings up 4th and goal.
And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
So they're going for it. We're going to come out in a 6-1 front.
Only need the length of the football. It's 4th and inches.
Yeah, the controls are very different. It's I can't really make adjustments right now with not really understanding. The pre-snap buttons are very different. You can't just press Y and make changes. So we're kind of having to go with like the default stuff. Let's see if it lets us play. It does not. We get another chance here to 3rd down stop. Let's see if I can get in time for a not there. Just trying to get a mugged up blitz look for, I guess our edge rushers are injured anyway. But we're going to go Blitzburg approach here. We're going to send it. Going to man up Dobbs with Brisker. Good pass breakup by Peyton Wilson guarding Travion Henderson. Drops the pass. Somewhere, some idiot YouTuber named TFG is taking victory laps about Travion Henderson not making enough plays, being overdrafted. But we are not getting, which tends to happen with play the moments, unfortunately, we're not getting much offensive opportunity here. We're going to have to try to make a goal line stand. Stevenson bullies forward a little bit.
Brought down just shy of the goal line. A pickup of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Echo, thank you for some help on the adjustments as well.
They're lining up on the doorstep. 2nd and goal from inside the 1. Tight end in motion now.
Good D. Good D. Who got in there? Wilson again. Wilson's having a really good game here. So it's left on the right stick is D-line adjustments. Left bumper is overall defense. Right bumper is show coverage. All right. We're going to go, yeah, we're going to go cover 2 flats. We're going into the 4th quarter. Hopefully they give us some offensive opportunity, because other than that drive we took over and that big Aaron Rodgers play, now this is starting to feel like a classic Steelers game. 13-7, 4th quarter. We've been in this scenario a million times. Do they run it? Nick Herbig getting the start with Alex Herbig out. Runs down Drake May. We force the field goal. Drake May holding his wrist and his tummy a little bit. I might force EA's hand and let me play a little bit here. I should also probably extend the quarter length a little bit. But I'm going to force EA's hand here because the play the moments, like this is obviously a big moment. We're down 2 scores, 4th quarter. We got to get this thing going. I don't want Pittman running the cross here. I want Metcalf on the cross. Let's just check it down to Jeremy. Doesn't get much. We'll take 3 yards. We got plenty of time. Clock is not our enemy at the moment. We're going to hit him with back-to-back play-action boots. And we've got 11 personnel here. If it was earlier in the game, I'd like to get Darnell Washington going. Just got able to get rid of that ball. Big 3rd down. They all are. Big 3rd downs, but this one, even bigger. Rodgers does love his comebacks. Not play action, though. Third and 7. Let's go stick and nod. We got Pittman, Roman Wilson. I'm going to change because we got off coverage. I'm going to change. Oh, Jeremy, the rookie, can't get Rodgers' signal in time. He does get it there. You got man coverage, but the 0 blitz comes. Didn't recognize it in time. Mike McCarthy says go for it here. I don't know. I guess there's only 4 minutes left. Low-scoring game. I guess we will. So we got to keep an eye on that blitz again. That got us in a hurry. If we get the heat, we're looking at our trust guy Pat Fryermuth here. Here comes the heat, and there we go. Fool me once, fool me twice. Yeah, Mike McCarthy would probably never go for it there. I do like this little screen. I don't love it being a Roman Wilson, but if they're going to keep blitzing us like this, which they do, but they have it covered up. They end up just throwing that away. Now we don't need to be running the ball all over the place here. I'm going to actually insert, because we got a nice little motion blocking play here. I'm going to insert Darnell Washington. It flipped it though, so let's... He's coming cross formation, so I don't know how well this is going to work, but... All right. We are going to go hurry up, though. Rodgers is equipped to do this. The home field is being felt at the moment. Double cross. Pittman on the out route's not a bad look here, depending what coverage we get. Pass rush gets in on the stunt. It's actually a blitz. It's Robert Spillane. We went for it earlier. Got to go for it here. Classic 4 verts. But we're gonna put Jeremy on the comebacker against Christian Wilson. Welcome to big leagues. Week 1, you're trying to one-on-one against Christian Gonzalez. We just can't get out of the pocket. A little outmatched here against the defending AFC champs. We're gonna go back into play the moments and see if we get anything. Now this game's over. So we're gonna have to go back to the drawing board. Outclassed by the Patriots in Foxborough. Tough first game to have to go on the road in that matchup. We're gonna have a lot to learn, gameplay wise. I think I'm going to play one more game here before we wrap this thing up. That'll put us at about the 2-hour mark. We'll see if we can get our D-tackle sign that we were going for. Let's take a look at some of the things we got to do here, though. So I don't think there's really anything to handle in terms of scouting. I think things will run their course. So we'll kind of check in on the class as we start to get more information. We are going to have to pay Keanu Benton. I want to see how he plays first before we start talking to him. So tough. Oh, you guys. We simmed week 1? When did that happen? Did you guys notice that? What the heck? We didn't just sim... What happened? I don't... Like, did I fat thumb something? Well, we're 0-2, you guys. I didn't even notice that. So, I don't think it destroys our series or anything like that. It's just one game. But it does put a little more urgency here to get a win.
Move on from their starting running back after one contract
here in week 3.
One team has agreed to a new deal,
and that would
to
increase
keep one
the
of
urgency to get this nose tackle signed.
Right where he is.
Some of you guys definitely noticed that. I guess I didn't. So we got Bengals week. Let's see if we can, before we do anything, let's see if we can sign our guy. I would think is still out here. There he is. So we were going to give him more bonus and less salary. Or we could just raise the bonus by 1.5 mil. Give him a 1-year, $5 million deal. All right. We got him. John Jenkins. I do like the signature. That's a nice touch. So with that, we're going to have to make a cut. Jamin Davis doesn't have a huge role for us. We got a lot of linebackers, I feel like. We got Bruner's a rookie. Or he's actually year 2. I think I'd rather keep Jamin Davis than Bruner. And we can practice squad Bruner, so we're going to move him to the practice squad. All right, so this game's really important. We got to find a way to win this one. Let's at least see what happened week 1. I do apologize about that. New menus. I mean, losing to Losing to the Falcons week 1 isn't anything crazy. Rodgers did go off. 316, 2 touchdowns. We get an offensive performance like that, we expect a win, but I don't know how we lost this game, honestly. We outclassed them everywhere. Pittman had a huge week 1. Oh, they signed Tyreek Hill. And he's probably like a frickin', I can't view his player card from here, but he's probably still like a 90-something overall. But Peyton Wilson had a great week 1. He had a sack, 11 tackles. So not all bad. He's off to a good start. Derek Harmon got a sack. They end up with Moro Ajomo. They must have traded for him. The Falcons have been busy. Yeah, tough loss. So taking on the Bengals this week, we got to deal with Dexter Lawrence. Let's talk about our game plan here. We also do have to set our regional focus. So if I can remember what we... Or we already have that. We already set our regional focus, right? We're good. So yeah, I'm curious what Tyreek Hill's overall is. 88. It's not unfathomably high. Probably shouldn't still have X Factor, though. But because we are 2 weeks in, let's see who's off to a good start. There's all your record right there. Atlanta's off to a 2-0 start. The Packers 0-2 start. Cleveland 2-0 under Shadur. 2-0 start for Dallas. The Ravens off to a slow start. The Rams, as expected, 2-0. The Raiders 2-0 start. The Bears 2-0 start. But not a lot of 2-0 teams left. Tennessee off to a good start. You love to see that. The Saints 2-0. All right. Let's do our prep, and we got to find a way to pick up a win this week. The offense did not simulate well last week. That is for damn sure. So these do lock in for 6 weeks, which I appreciate. But I'm going to set our strategy here one more time. We don't have a ton of abilities, but I think anything to help deal with Dexter Lawrence would be smart. So we could focus more on an outside approach this week, go at their edge rushers a little bit, see if we have some success there. Increase success against pass rush moves from interior offensive linemen on blitz plays. That would help. Release. Felt like our receivers could use a boost. And increase success against power moves for interior offensive linemen. Sounds like a good strategy dealing with Dexter this week. So it does change our play sheets every time, which is annoying. We can toggle them as our favorite. I don't know if that keeps it or not. We also have trainer abilities. I think we're okay with that, with what we have there. Let's take a look at how hard we're practicing here. So we're much more fresh. I think we can go back to full pads on offense. Defensively, it's doing a pretty good job managing this. I just screwed it up, but we're going to go. Let's back that up. We're going to adjust like individual. So if you're old and banged up, you're going to get some rest. Love how John Jenkins is already wearing down, fresh off of the free agent block. But we're good to simulate training. And then we do need to look at that depth chart because we want to make sure John Jenkins is starting at the nose. And we should take a look at that safety situation and make sure that's not going to happen again. The Eagles signed Zach Bond to a 7-year extension. I did see that the computer is signing some pretty ridiculous deals. Is that right, B-Nog? White Sox, Red Sox is about to go to the bottom of the 10th. That's epic. It's a big game. So we should still have... No, this is all screwed up. So we want Jalen Ramsey as a slot corner. And then we want nose tackle. Let's set that. So let's get John Jenkins in there. And I did make a cut, right? To keep John Jenkins, or do I need to do that? I already forgot. But we got free safety, strong safety. It's good. It was the sub linebacker that got screwed up. So I don't know if I just missed that when we were setting everything or what, but we should be good. We are good. That's right. I put Bruner on the practice squad. How could I forget? Let's get our upgrades. We need all the help we can get to hopefully beat the Bengals here. Now, fortunately, I saw the Ravens got off to an 0-2 start. I think the Bengals are 1-1, if I saw that correctly. The Browns are 2-0. I don't think they're going to keep going, personally. So, hopefully that bodes well for the division. 4 juke move for Caleb Johnson. And we're trying to run some outside stuff this week, so maybe we could get some touches for him and see how he does with it. But we're the higher overall team. We're home. Let's get a big win to end our first session here, shall we? This is not our first home game. We lost to Atlanta week 1. Hoping it's our first home win. The towels are out. Team's fired up. Big difference between a 1-2 start and an 0-3 start. Even TJ Watt's getting everybody fired up. Let's get a big game from TJ here. He got a big run stop last week. We got to keep Chase Brown in check. DK Metcalf is definitely going to want to be more involved. Let's see if we can get... I mean, they got some good corners here in Cincy, so that's going to be tough. We don't want to force it. But we got 3rd and inches.
But a third down situation forthcoming. Let's get into the action.
You know what I'm going to do? QB sneak with the Ohio State legend, Will Howard. Oh, this is new. And they're expecting the sneak. loading up the middle there. Oh, they checked out of it. Timeout.
And with a play clock about to expire, Mike McCarthy's going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
They do have Dexter Lawrence, which immediately made me change my mind a little bit. I would love to get... Let's go with an RPO, and let's make sure we got the right player on the bubble that we want, which would be, I think Jeremy Bernard on the bubble is a good call. So they got, is that Harrison Smith? We got it. We got it. A number 22 white nickel player. Could only be one player with superstar traits. Could only be one player because I don't think the Bengals traded for Cooper DeJean. We got nothing out of that drive? Jeez. We do have a 3rd and 3. Let's find out if we have the dudes to man up the dudes. If you know what I'm saying. But what I am going to do is I'm going to take Elliott and I'm going to shade Jamar Chase. Don't let him beat us. Oh, God, he beat us. Damn, man. I didn't know what that route was. It looked like maybe an out, then it was a dig, and then he just took up the field. I guess that's just what Jamar Chase does. Damn. All right, we got 3rd and 10. No point. Our offense has been horrible. What do we got? Slot fade. We love slot fades. Nickel corner is their weakness. Looks like they have Dax Hildo in the nickel. Would be a great time to have DK's in the slot. All right. Oh my God, the pass rush gets us. DK was going to have a huge gain there. We're going to go for it here. We're not punting it. I think it's too far for a field goal. Could probably kick it. I don't trust myself. I haven't kicked a field goal in this game, and I think I have the new settings. I don't trust myself. What I'm going to do, because we cannot pass protect. I'm going to see if this works. Famous last words. But I'm going to keep our extra offensive tackle, Darnell Washington, in there to block. And we need something that gives us a better chance from Jalen Warren here. Damn, man. We had it, too. I couldn't run away from him. We're struggling. We are on the struggle bus. We got 3rd and 7. They're in it, coming out in 12 personnel. Two-minute warning. Let's get a play here, D. Unretire Matt Canada. It's the only thing that can save us. Come on, pass rush. Gosh, we need more pass rush, guys. Can't protect that long in coverage. It would help if I knew the quick buttons for a stunt. I guess I can always call a stunt from the actual play call menu. That's good to keep in mind. So many adjustments to learn, which I'm excited about. Oh, look at Patrick Queen. What a play. The best Play he's made in coverage as a Pittsburgh Steeler right there. Man coverage in this situation is not a good idea. I'm going to check out of that. Get him. Get him. Oh, my. First off, he dropped it, but whatever. Obnoxiously good play by Joe Burrow. We do get a chance to go put up some points.
Well, this offense has struggled. They have not scored yet. They trail, but a chance here late in the second quarter.
Got 2 timeouts. What was that? Are you kidding me? We're getting crushed.
So here's the situation. The football in the red zone for the offense.
Comeback starts now. Pre-snap motion from Mike McCarthy. All right. He completed a pass. 2 interception day for Aaron Rodgers. This, you know what? I'm really glad we picked this rebuild and got some gameplay in our first season, whatever happens, because clearly I need it. There's a lot of differences this year to get used to. Nice catch by Pittman. All right. I mean, the defense, yeah, at some point you got to give us a chance, man. Woof. But yeah, if we went into year 2 with actual expectations and I was playing like this, it'd be a problem. So it's a good thing that we are getting some reps in here. I'm gonna give Eli Heidenreich a look here. We are in the red zone. Concerned about this defense. It is the Bengals. It is Joe Burrow and these guys, but okay, blitz is coming. Just gonna have to hit Pittman.
A gain of 6. That's another Steelers first down.
Figured I'd give DK a look.
You have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it, and oftentimes knock it away.
Jeez, Harrison Smith just destroyed Jalen Warren.
Gain of 7 brings up 3rd and 3.
Just going to give a little look to DK Metcalf. Run a little slant here. It's not there. Let's extend. We got it. Oh, my God, he got hit. We had it. We had DK in the back corner of the end zone. Damn.
It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Just, you guys, we are just getting... This looks like the frickin' Texans game. Rodgers is just getting... They somehow scored there. All right, you know what? Rodgers is getting killed. We're putting Will Howard in for a garbage time drive. The Bengals just... What a statement. Like, we just can't compete right now.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. A short one there to Fryermuth.
Complete to Pat Fryermuth. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 25-yard line.
We got work to do, guys. The fire Mike Tomlin chance. The fire Mike McCarthy chance are going to be loud and clear if we don't turn this around. Is that the worst thing? Maybe not. I feel like the quick passing game is kind of our best bet right now, especially in these comeback modes.
First and 10 at the 34
Maybe some kind of a playbook that has more like quick passing or a play sheet rather. Might benefit us a little bit. I don't think turning this into an old school Mike McCarthy, Aaron Rodgers offense where we're pushing the ball downfield is probably going to be our best bet. If we were in more close games, I would love to get the run game going, but so far that just hasn't been the case. But while I haven't played great, the simulating, we have really struggled. Oh, there we go. Okay, Will Howard. Okay. Okay. Yeah, we're going to have to end this as an 0-3 football team. And let's be honest, even though I simmed that Falcons game, it might have been for the best because I don't know that I'm winning that week 1 game anyway. Howard gets an upgrade point. This screen is clearly glitched. I'm actually going to go Scrambler for him. Made some nice stuff happen out of structure. But yeah, I think we're in trouble. And we got to play the Brown. I mean, they don't have Myles Garrett anymore. But we can definitely advance just one more week here. We should get Alex Highsmith back, which should help our pass rush. And Nick, not Nick Herbig. Zach Frazier should be back, I think, this week, if he wasn't back last week. Rodgers is already going down. He's unhappy. The morale is low. I'm not quite thinking about a QB change at this point, but we might get to that point if the season keeps up this way. We just have one injury. Highsmith should be back soon. But I'm going to end it there, right around the 2-hour mark. This was a really fun start to the series. We'll see if we can turn things around. I don't know when the next stream is going to be. Make sure you're following TFG Plays Twitter. Make sure you've got notifications on. Just between cranking out the deep dive series and having a newborn child at home, I can't really abide by any sort of consistent stream schedule. So you guys are just going to have to count on getting those notifications or just watching it after the fact. These will go up on the TFG Plays channel because I'm streaming them there. So you can definitely catch them after the fact. Make sure you're catching up with the series and hop in for a stream where you can. But thank you guys for tuning in. It's a good start, at least series-wise. Bad start for the Steelers. We'll turn it around when we get back.